Good morning, everybody. I am ready to start my day, even though I started it 2 hours ago. Welcome to a day in the life. It is Thursday, December 5th. It is Christmas season, so I have my new mini Mickey sweatshirt that I probably will wear when I go to Disney. Very excited for that. I got this from TikTok for me and my sister. We're both going with Tori. Got these before I knew we were going though, so I'm very excited, but this is how I typically start my days. It is 8:33 right now. I'm always at my desk by 8:30, and while I make my tea, I'm on my phone checking in on social media for one of my authors. I am an author assistant. I work for 3 romance authors, and I also have my social media. So I do have my YouTube, my Patreon, my Instagram. So I have a ton of stuff that I do by myself, but then I also have a full 40-hour week job working for authors. I do break up my day typically. I don't like jumping back and forth between them, so I always start with my one who I really just take care of Facebook and emails for, and I run her ARC team, but we're between releases right now, so it's just checking on the emails and Facebook. So I typically spend around like 45 minutes just on her stuff, and then I'll jump right into my next author where I do a lot of different tasks for, and then usually round out my day with a few hours on the other author. I do have a couple projects I'm working on for releases for 2 of the authors, whether that's for ARC signups or making sure reviews are turned in from ARC signups, or ARC team signups where that's separate, where it's like joining their actual ARC team versus signing up for an individual book, and influencer research and social media planning and social media content creation, and I do a lot. So it's gonna be a very busy day today. I have a lot to get done. I usually start off my day watching a little bit of YouTube, but I also want to watch a Christmas movie today, so I don't know what I want to put on yet. We'll see. I'm always watching or listening to something while I work. I do have Samantha Young's book. I have about 3 hours left. I had to bump down my speed on that one because it's Scottish romance, so I always listen at 3 times speed, but that one I had to bump down to 2.5, and it's much better, but I'm taking a little bit longer to get through that one, but I'm enjoying it. It's actually her release day today, which is exciting. But I always start off my day waking up, letting the dogs out. I lounge in bed for maybe like 10 more minutes, because you're probably like, why did it take you that long to get on the treadmill? Because I woke up around like 6:15, didn't get on the treadmill till like 6:45 because I have to feed the dogs, I have to let them out, I have to change. I just like cuddle with Lily for a little bit because she always goes back to bed and is the cutest thing ever, and I never want to leave her. So I ran 3 miles, which is what I usually do. I either run 3 miles or I've started incorporating some weights. So I will do a 20-minute weight workout on YouTube, which is usually like legs, arms, full body weights, and then I'll walk in an incline for 30 minutes on those days. So that was yesterday. I hate walking at an incline. I would rather run 3 miles than walk 30 minutes on an incline. But I got to run today, so it was a good day. I ran 3 miles, and then I had my breakfast, and I have gotten really bad at being on my phone a lot on social media. So I have now subscribed to the New York Times puzzles, which is like $6 a month maybe. So I do Wordle every morning. I do connections every morning, which sometimes the connections make me mad. I try to do the mini crossword because I'm really bad at crossword puzzles because I don't know a lot of those things. And then I also do the word search thing. I really like that too. So I do all those puzzles while I eat breakfast. I get ready for the day, and then I'm at my desk. So I am going to get started on work. I have a lot, like I said, to get done. So we're gonna do emails and Facebook first. I've actually already touched Facebook while doing my tea, and now it's time to get into emails, and then I will transfer over to other tasks for another author. But I just sit up here all day. It's a little messy up here. I did revamp my entire library, so I have some boxes like everywhere. I also have 3 dog beds just sitting here because we always put our extra ones up here when we get new ones for downstairs, and the dogs actually do like laying up here when my sister works, but she is going to be sleeping today. She worked last night, she works tonight. She's a night shift nurse, so they're gonna be with her all day. I love when she sleeps all day because they sleep all day with her. So we'll see if it's warm enough to walk them. We don't walk them if it's less than 30 degrees because Lily has a pretty light coat and she gets really cold even when we put a jacket on her. So we probably won't walk them today. We couldn't yesterday because it felt like 10 degrees outside with the wind chill. So we'll see. It's supposed to be super windy today again. So I'm supposed to warm up a little bit over the next week, which is good so we can walk them, but today might be a no-go. So we will see. We do try to walk them every day. But that is my plan here. So welcome to a day in my life. I feel like I don't do anything exciting. I just sit at my desk and work all day. And I am filming a podcast episode with Tori today at 6. So we are working all day. I'm gonna make dinner tonight since my sister did work, or it's gonna be one of my favorites that we eat probably weekly. So you will see that. I'm not a good cook at all. So more like because I hate cooking. So you will see our go-to meal. And yeah, let's get working. Hello, same spot, different time. It is 11:38, which is roughly around when I get my lunch, and I usually work through lunch. I just bring it up here, continue working, but I'm taking a break today to talk to you, so I've turned off my timer. I use Toggle for all of my work, and I just like type in what I do. It's really nice because it allows me to differentiate between like who I'm working for, and they're color coded. So one author's green, one's purple, one's pink, and I can like clearly see how I divvy up my day, and it's always like green first for like 45 minutes, then like a huge chunk of purple, and then a huge chunk of pink. So I asked my Patreon if they had any questions about today that they wanted me to answer, so I'm gonna answer some of those. I do want to share, I grabbed my lunch, and I'm someone who like hyper fixates on food that I like find and love until I cannot stand it anymore, which happened with yogurt earlier this summer, where I found these yogurts with like the mix-ins and I was obsessed for like a month, and now I cannot stand the taste and it makes me like just gross thinking about it, but I was obsessed for a good while. Right now my obsession is these Hillshire snacks. I usually get the different kind of salamis. This one's salami with white cheddar cheese with these like cracker bread things, and then I always have some kind of like chip snacky thing, so I have veggie straws here, even though like the green sometimes gets to be too much of those. It's fine. And then I have my Diet Coke, which, oh, it's not the Santa one. I usually have my Santa Diet Coke, but that is my lunch. I will usually snack on something like after 8. I'll go grab like a couple Hershey Kisses, and then I'll try to have a snack around 3. But this is my lunch, and I have gotten a lot done today. So today's Thursday, which means that I use ClickUp with all of my authors, actually, mainly 2. One does have it for like things that I can like look up, but I use ClickUp, which is a really, really amazing scheduling, just keeping you organized. And I was introduced to it by one author, and then my other author was like, we have to use this, so I set it all up for her. So I have all these like tasks assigned to me. It's really great for social media organization. And so today, Thursdays are my day where social media content is due for one of my authors. We have to plan her Facebook posts and come up with ideas for Instagram posts. So I do a lot of like marketing strategies for my authors, 2 of them really. The one is really just Facebook and emails that I do, and then I will beta read for all of my authors, but I will help specifically like brainstorm for release. But like in between releases, it's very quiet with this author, which is good because I do not have time usually. Like when she released, it was very stressful, but right now it's a really good balance because I'm in between releases for all 3 authors. Nobody has a release this month, thank God. And so it's just like a lot of housekeeping and going through sign-up forms for them. So Thursdays, my one author, all of her social media stuff is due, and I try to do a little bit on Wednesday so I don't feel like I'm bogged down on Thursdays with it, which is what I did, and it felt so good. But I also, I'm on my phone a lot, okay? Because I do a lot of social media management and posting, and so I do Reels, I do TikToks, and I come up with ideas for Instagram. Sometimes I'll make the Instagram post for one of them. Sometimes she does have someone who makes her graphics, which helps alleviate things on my plate because I do a lot. And then the other one, I do make most of hers as well, but she does have a graphics person as well that she'll ask for some things as well. So I just do a lot for them, and I do really like to scroll through social media to see what authors are doing, what trends are currently happening, and I'll dump them in a Google Doc and share them with my authors and how it could fit their books, that's one of my favorite things to do, is like looking at trends and figuring out like what they could be posting. So I did finish up a graphic this morning, and then and I use Canva for that, for everything, because someone did ask on my Patreon like what kind of things are helpful. So let me go find my Patreon real quick to see the questions they asked. ClickUp saves my life, and it's so good, and it was so nice setting it up for my other authors. We use that for like everything, especially the holidays coming up. We're doing 12 days of giveaways on 3 different platforms, and having to like come up with photos and graphics for all of that and organizing, because authors have multiple people on their team. I'm not the solo person to work for any author I work for. So okay, so someone said they like how organized and task driven I am. How do you plan out your days? Do you stick to your agenda when you're feeling unmotivated? I never feel unmotivated. Like my motivation is my work, so I always get things done. I have a planner that I don't really use. Everything I need to do is in ClickUp for everything. So I know in my mind I'm a very scheduled person, and I stick to my schedule. So even for like social media, I know I want to post at least once a day, and it's a lot easier for me if by the end of the day I have scheduled already what I'm personally posting the next day, which I tend to do at night when my sister and I watch TV or I'm watching TV. So like last night I watched Survivor. It's an hour and a half long, and I completely put together my Christmas post that I did did today, which is more like graphic-y on my account because graphics are doing a lot better. So I did like recently think of why, because my content has been not been doing as well as I want it to, like views and likes wise, and I'm like, what are other people doing that I'm not, and what should I be doing to have the algorithm push my stuff more? So I've been doing a lot more graphics and personal photos of myself, and that's been doing so well. Like I said, I really like analyzing what people are posting and what's doing well and what trends are doing well. So I have finally seen a growth in my following again. Like it was really stagnant for a while, like five followers a day on Instagram, and so now I'm finally like bumping that number up, which is so nice. And I just have to take the time though to really think through what I'm posting and be very intentional about what I'm posting. And so I have to make sure like I schedule everything in advance, and then I do use ClickUp for work. So success motivates me. And I'm just like a very self-motivated person, so I never feel unmotivated, if that makes sense. And I try to make things exciting. So like what I'm reading exciting and what I'm posting exciting. Like I love my Christmas posts. I love Christmas. I love Christmas romances. So I did a Christmas romance post today, and it's so fun and I love it. So I am loving that. Someone did ask, in addition to Canva Pro, which I do pay for Canva Pro, what software apps do you use? Are there skills you're interested in learning or developing? So I would love to use Vellum more. That's one app that I've gotten that I'm definitely going to have to like a learning curve for. That's to format books. I've used it once for a friend, but I have to use it now for an author moving forward, updating the back matter of her book, which the back matter is like her backlist of books, like at the end of an ebook. As they publish more, you have to go back to your old books and update it and re-upload to Kindle. So I have to do that for her, which is gonna be in Vellum, so I will get more practice, which I'm excited for. You do have to purchase it, but I bought it last year when it was on sale. An author friend was like, hey, no, you're interested in this, there's a sale, go buy it now. So I did, so I have that. I also use Toggle, like I said, I use ClickUp. I use Envato for graphics because you wanna make sure you're using licensed photos that you have permission to use. Don't just go on Pinterest and look at photos and post it to accounts. Even for my own personal stuff, I don't use Pinterest photos, I use Envato. So me and Tori have one for our business, which I'll use for social media, and then my author has one, and then my other author has an Unsplash, and a few other deposit photo like subscriptions. Like make sure you're using photos you're allowed to use if you're promoting something that you make money off of, basically. So those are my apps and platforms I use, but I'm also on Instagram and TikTok all day long. Good thing I like it, but that means like in my personal time I really try not to be on it. Like that's why like when I am eating breakfast, I'll try to do my word app games, so I'm not mindlessly scrolling TikTok and Instagram because it can get so bad. Someone did ask exactly what my tasks are. It does change from day to day, but I'm always just sitting here on my computer. Social media is a huge thing that I do, and just things to make an author's business run. So you are working on signups for their ARCs. You have to go through everybody who signed up. You have to go through everybody who signed up if you open up your ARC team, which I've done for 2 of my authors now. And you also have to do influencer research. So you're like, who could be good people to reach out to see if they want to read a book by your author? I had to do keyword research yesterday for one of my authors because she's uploading a new book to Amazon and she needs to put the keywords in. So we have Publisher Rocket that I use to research what are commonly searched words on Amazon that we should be tagging our book for to make sure more people see it. So there's just a lot. I do really need to get better at Facebook ads. I've been kind of putting that off because I really don't like doing it, but Facebook ads are another thing that I should actually be looking at today. Ooh, so someone said they see that I use my iPad. I do. It sits right here. I just watched Home Alone today because I just like love having it right here. I do have a Mac Mini and I have a laptop. I hate working on my laptop. I was making my graphics on my laptop yesterday because I was in bed with the dogs because they get really upset if my sister's not home and I'm at my computer. They get really mad. They're like, give us love downstairs. Even though they'll like lay up here, they're not going to be happy about it. So I took them to my bed and we watched while I was on my laptop. So I have MacBook Air. I don't love it. It's just so slow and I don't love the trackpad. I really like having a mouse, and I have never used an iPad for like work other than Procreate, and I don't use that much anymore. I would recommend getting a MacBook Air. I mean, I love my iPad because I use it so much to watch things and I use it so much to read when I work out. I use my iPad, I probably have to charge it every other day. Like I use it consistently, but to be fair, my iPad also has a really bad battery life now, but I use it all the time. But I could not live without my iPad because I watch so much while I work. I'm gonna switch over to my audio though because I have some work to do with my audiobook, but for work, I would need a computer. But it's up to you and what you use it for. I don't know if you would need an iPad or a computer. Someone said, I would love to see your content creator schedule and editing tips. I have none. On Saturdays and Sundays, I sit down and decide what I want to film. And then throughout the day, I'm like, what should I post? So like, I was like, oh, I should do 2025 releases. So I did that one night. And then I was like, oh, what else do I want to do? I was like, I have read a lot of Christmas romance recently. Like, let's do that. And so I just look also and see what other people are creating. Again, like I like to look on social media and see what people are creating. And I schedule a day in advance. For YouTube, usually I try to get a week in advance. I did a vlog on Sunday that I wanted to post to my channel Friday or Saturday, but I don't love how the vlog turned out, and it's short. It's like less than 20 minutes, and so I should move that to my Patreon and just to give them extra content as a 24-hour reading vlog exclusive for them. And then I'm gonna film this. I was gonna film 2025 releases, but then with my schedule, I was like, when could I film it, edit it, and post it to Patreon early and get it up by Saturday? That was just gonna be too stressful for me, so I decided to do this video instead. I was like, what kind of vlog could I do in 24 hours that I would like how it turned out? So that is this vlog. So I don't schedule. I'm really bad at it. I just know like monthly I do new releases, and then I just like kind of see what other people are doing, think about what I think would do well, look at what trends are happening. Like I just did the We Listen and We Don't Judge because someone posted it. I gave them credit. Everybody that I see, if I take a video or a post idea from them, I will tag them in my comments. So someone I saw did We Listen and We Don't Judge. I posted it. I did so well, and I love how that turned out. So I'm very organized because in my mind I know what I have to do, and I know that's not helpful at all, but I plan like a week. Week by week. I'm not somebody who can plan months in advance. I know people do that. I cannot. Week by week, I just like know, because I'm always thinking. I'm constantly on, constantly watching, constantly thinking. So that's just how my brain works. But we're gonna switch over to my other author. Usually I'm on my one author for, let's see, I did 3.5 hours one day, 5 hours another day because there's just so much to get done, 4 hours yesterday, and I only did 2.5 today for her before I'm switching over to my other author. But I will consistently work at least 8 hours. So Monday I actually worked over 9 hours. It was just a lot that I had to get done. Tuesday I worked exactly 8 hours. Wednesday I worked 8 hours and 18 minutes, and right now I'm at 3 hours and 13 minutes, so I'm gonna pop on for my other author. About 5 hours of the workday to go at least. I cannot walk the dogs today because it feels like 1 degree outside. It's 22 degrees. It said that there's a high of 36, but then when I look at the like hour by hour, it's not getting warmer than like 22 today, and there's a lot of wind, so it's very, very cold. So no walk for my puppies, but Lily is passed out on the chair and Darcy's with my sister. So I don't think they're mad about it, but I'm going to pop on my audiobook right now to do some stuff for, I'm really far behind on going through signups for something for her. So I really have to buckle down and get that done today. So not like behind, but like I want to get it done by tomorrow, and I'm not even halfway done. So I'm gonna do a lot of that, and I'm gonna finish my audiobook, which is really cute. I really like it. It's a brother's best friend romance, and they're Scottish, and something happened that I don't want to spoil, but I'm really enjoying it. And she's an actress who quit because of like the pressure from social media and stuff, so she's writing her own screenplay. Okay, that's a lot of rambling. I am so sorry, but let's go ahead and eat my lunch while I start on this next project. Okay, I'm working, but I have to talk about how I literally have been watching Passionate Kelsey ever since I finished my audiobook, and I literally just want to like quit everything and become a crochet knitter influencer because this is the life right here. Her vlogs are so cozy. But I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have time. But I've been watching her Vlogmas, and she just posted a new one today. So I'm getting caught up on her old videos, watching them while I work. I'm trying so hard not to like go on Joann's and like there's Premier yarn that I already have like a bunch in my cart for because I'm also on crochet TikTok. Do we see do we see that behind me? I do have projects to work on tonight, so I actually will be crocheting in this vlog. But oh my god, and she has a Granny Square sweatshirt on. I found her on TikTok and I was like, who is this? And I need to like deep dive into YouTubers too, because I want to follow more. So if you have any crochet knitting people that you follow, let me know, because I really like her videos. And I have a lot to catch up on since I just discovered her, which is the best thing about discovering YouTubers. You have not followed before is that you can just like watch 1,000,001 videos in one day. That's what I did when I discovered Darling Desi. I finished like all of her videos, no lie, like 3 days, because I was obsessed. It was when like the fall season was, and she's just so aesthetic and cozy. So I'm gonna be watching Passionate Kelsey, wanting to go and buy more yarn, even though, listen, I did my book blanket. Where is it? It's right there. I think it's so ugly. I hate the colors, but I found different color inspiration. I only made it through like March, and then I was like, this is so ugly, I can't even look at it anymore, and I gave up. So I think I'm gonna do a new color scheme for 2025 and try again, and actually like the colors, because I just couldn't work on it because I just didn't like the colors anymore. So yeah, we're just gonna lots of crochet knitting plans over here that I have a bunch of yarn. I don't know where it is. Over, oh, in the bottom corner there is for a cardigan, and then the other one is for the star blanket. Have I started either one? No, but I have now a scarf that I want to make. So I just have all the projects. Anyways, that's just a little tangent while I'm working. I'm gonna get back to my spreadsheet because I still have like 100 people to go through. I've gone through a decent amount already, but, and like when I'm on my computer doing spreadsheets, my back starts hurting. I don't know why, because I'm just like sitting like this the whole time, but any other time it doesn't start hurting like this. But I think it's because I actually like have to sit straight, because normally I'm like hunched over and my back doesn't hurt. But I do have the big wide like chair that I can sit with my legs crossed if I want to, but it's cold, so I always sit with my blanket on my lap. Okay, that's the update. I'm gonna get back to working. Hi guys. So the hard part about living on the East Coast, I'm in Ohio, and 2 of my authors that I do the bulk of my work for are both PST. So I get like a ton done in the morning, but then it's like around now where all of a sudden I get requests for things. And so it's always, and not always, but like sometimes it's a bit of a chaotic end to the day, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I was kind of like winding down, and now I have like, I just threw together 3 graphics in like 20 minutes because we have cover reveal coming up, and we need to make one for the influencer packets going out, and I just threw something together. Normally we use like flat lay kind of photos and like impose a cover, and I can't do that really well, in my opinion, because I could always see like what's wrong with it and like the editing. So I just completely made a cover reveal graphic. I love the covers. I'm very excited for cover reveal. I had to make the as a graphic and as a story, and then we have a deal going on next week too that we need to be able to get to our content team. So I also have to make those graphics right now too, which I didn't know until like 20 minutes ago, and then we're going back and forth about a bunch of different things and like posting our schedule, because also like with the authors that I work for, a lot of times they're like doing other things in their morning. So like by now it's like their afternoon, it's my evening, but their afternoon, and that's when they get a lot done. So I gotta get some stuff done now. But I am drinking my Liquid IV. My sister and I like to do their sugar-free because it's healthier, and I use my Bloom and Berry cup from Catherine's box, which is like my favorite thing to use for my Liquid IV. I'm horrible at drinking water. I have my tea in the morning and I have my Diet Coke, and then I usually don't drink anything until dinner, and then I drink a sparkling ice drink at night. And I have milk at dinner, so I need to be better by my water intake. The Liquid IV helps. The sherbet flavor, so good. The grapes, okay. I think they have peach, and I don't like peach, so hopefully they come out with some new flavors. But my sister is now awake because it's 4:15. She's gonna get out of here at 6 o'clock, but she's awake. She's so kind and said she will start the rice, and she is up, and which is very nice because I got a lot to do. I said I could go down and do it, but she's like, it's okay, I will. So not my fault I'm not doing the rice today. We're gonna be making that for dinner, and oh, it is okay. I clicked the wrong author on my timer. So I'm going to be finishing up these graphics, and I think that might be it for today, and then go over to some content creation for my other author until 5, because I try really hard to be done by 5, especially if I've already worked 8 hours. So I'll be doing that. Where am I going? I have so many tabs and windows open, it's not even funny. So when my computer ever reboots, I absolutely hate it because I have to restart everything. But yeah, that is the update over here. Hopefully it'll be done soon. I chatted with Tori for a little bit. We always FaceTime at least once a day talking about anything, and she took forever to answer. She was walking downstairs and had to come back up, so we touched briefly on some things and then just like chatted while we were both working, and we chatted for a little bit. And we have our podcast at 6, so we're gonna be chatting 2025 new releases, and then I'm editing that this week. We're doing an episode a week in December because we went down to every other week because we're just so busy, but we're doing an episode a week and we switch off who edits, so it's my turn to edit this week, so I'll be doing that this weekend. That's the plans. And then maybe start crocheting today. I have to start my Nora Roberts audiobook for book club on Sunday because it's Thursday. I haven't started it. It's 16 hours. I have 2 book clubs on Sunday and haven't started either one, but I think I have both on audio, so we're gonna get through those. So let me make this graphic and then we'll catch up later. Hello. I have finished my graphics. I just sent them to my author to see if she liked them. I'm currently online shopping. I checked my email and ColourPop has new lip glosses that are gorgeous, and they're only $10, and they have a set of 3. Oh, I just did the wrong password. I know. Oh, no, it's the right one. Okay. Oh, okay, I was like, why did it only take off $1? But it's because it only worked on the 1 lip gloss and not the 3, because the 3 were already 10% off. So I get 3 for $27 and then 1 for $9. So, which is like, they're all for $9 basically. So I didn't have to get the 3 set, but I like them. So it kind of reminds me of the Summer Friday, and I love the Summer Friday lip gloss. So I'm going to get vanilla cake, caramel latte, chocolate milkshake, and strawberry milk. Because they look cute. So we're just gonna buy these, and my credit card's already in here, so free shipping. But I got an email from them and I was like, oh my gosh, these are cute, and I just looked on TikTok. So they're brand new though, so there's not like honest TikTok reviews, it's just the people who got it for free, but they're cute, so I'm buying them. Oh, my battery's flashing. I'm gonna have to charge my camera. My sister actually just took over making dinner, which unfortunately happens more times than not because I'm still working. I just finished at 5 o'clock and she goes to work at 6, so she just put the shrimp. We're having breaded shrimp with panda sauce. Panda Express is like my favorite thing ever, and we get their panda sauce from Kroger and make breaded shrimp. So it's super easy. We just put the rice in the rice cooker, put the breaded shrimp in the oven, and then heat up the sauce, and then mix it all together when it's done. So I will show you when it's done, but it's a super easy meal, my favorite to make. That my sister's just making it. She's just hanging out downstairs, opening packages, chilling with the dogs. So, okay, I just placed my order for those ColourPop lip glosses. We'll see how they go. I do still have to check in on a couple social media things later tonight, but that's it for now. I might actually start crocheting a blanket as a present for someone because I really do need to start that, and I've been putting it off. It's the Betty McNitt's 6-star blanket. Okay, sorry, annoying email just came in, but there's a lot of crochet drama right now on TikTok, if you didn't know. Betty McNitt's does her crochet blanket, the 6-star, super viral. Apparently she's not been nice to people, and her pattern is really hard to read. So I found someone who rewrote it, and I messaged them and asked them to send it to me, and they did. So I have a better written version of this pattern. So I will be attempting to crochet that tonight, maybe while listening to some Nora, and then I want to read my Victoria Wilder. So those are my crazy plans tonight. We'll see what happens, but yeah, just got done working. Mostly. I've gotten 8 hours in, but I'll probably do another like 30 minutes of some social media stuff later tonight. So yeah, 5 o'clock. I'm up here all day. That's my day. This is my office. It's a bit messy right now, so please don't judge, but yeah. I watched more of Kelsey's videos of the Passionate Kelsey. I watched 3 of her vlogs. Now I want to crochet a bag that she was making, and I can't because I need to do other things. But now I'm like, oh, should I make a trip to Joann's tonight? Actually, maybe I'll go to Joann's tomorrow. That might be nice. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow, so I have to find inspiration for them. So I have to ask my sister what I should do. I have these now, but I'm doing like full-blown Christmas when I go tomorrow because I did a longer session, longest I've ever done. So we'll see how it goes. Best sauce ever. While you're watching it, oh, sorry. Yum. We have a dog in my spot. She's a cutie. She always takes my spot, and Darcy's over here. I don't know if you can see her. The butt, you cannot. But hello, welcome to my bedroom. We are gonna camp out here for the rest of the night, if you can see me. Hello, hello. It is 7:15. I just edited a TikTok to put up on, so now TikTok is rolling out. It's been a thing and I've tried to get around it, and I found a way to get around it until now. It has not gone away from my account, where I cannot save without a watermark unless I post it immediately. But the issue is when I post immediately to TikTok to save it to my camera roll so I can use it on Instagram, it doesn't post the stupid caption to TikTok. So like, it's forcing me to post just to download it without a watermark, and then it doesn't carry over my caption to actual TikTok. It's very annoying. I'm super frustrated. So I just posted, I was like, oh, I can post tonight on TikTok, it's fine, because I'm trying to post every day to TikTok, and it's whatever. I need to schedule that to go up on Instagram tomorrow morning. But I am settling in to do some crochet. I do have to do a little bit of work on my phone first for maybe like 20 minutes, and then work on my crochet and listen to my Nora Roberts book. I just filmed my podcast episode with Tori. Super fun. It's always fun. I upload the audio for her to do, like, she merges them together and has like a little software thing that she does things to that Brandon set up. So then she's going to transfer that over to me, give me her clips. I'm going to edit all that probably on Friday, maybe Saturday. We'll see. My sister wants to watch a movie tomorrow night, but she left for work. So we're just here with the pups in bed. They get mad if I'm at my computer, so we're here. I can't forget to look at yarn. I don't know when my coupon expires, but I'm going to try to start the 6-day star blanket, and I want to get more of this yarn. It's on sale and the 20% off works on it. It's just so soft, and I saw a pattern for a scarf that I really want to use this for too, but I'm going to make the blanket. I'm going to start it. Can I help you? But I have this, and I have only a metal hook, and I really like my crochet hooks with like more of a grip, but I need a 6.5, and I only have this one in 6.5, so we'll see how it goes. But I also started a crochet TikTok a couple weeks ago and just posted my second ever one to it, and it's already over 1,500 views, so I feel very proud of myself over there. So I'm not going to start a separate YouTube channel. That would be way too much work, but doing a TikTok account is actually going to be fun because I can just post whenever I do a fun project over there. Mwah. Okay, so my phone is already losing battery. I haven't had to charge it a lot today, actually, because I haven't spent too much time on it, but it has officially gone down to 18%, so I'm going to charge it a little bit while I do stuff on my phone for like 20 minutes and then get into my crocheting. So that is what my evening looks like. Usually once a week now, Tori and I are doing our podcast episode. So it's 7:15 and I'm still doing work, even though it's not all been like work. It's been like YouTube stuff and like extra project stuff that I do. I should basically spend all my time working. So I never stop, which annoys my sister, but I never stop. So do some stuff on my phone with Miss Lily in my spot, and we're just gonna get to it. So see if she stays here, but I'm gonna go ahead and work on my phone and then show you my crocheting. I'm actually loving this yarn and having a lot of fun. I don't love how big it is. I should have used a smaller hook, I realized, but so far this is how it's looking. It's going to be like a big blanket. So this is just what we have so far, setting it up. Directions are very easy to follow, which is amazing. I just love this yarn. It's so soft. Oh my gosh, I love it. But like the holes are pretty big because it's going to be like a big blanket, and some people use 5mm hook and I use 6.5 because someone had recommended it, but I should have looked at more people, but that's okay. I got through 6 rows and I'm going to call it a night. So we're gonna do more tomorrow, but it is 9:05. I had to do the last row 3 different times. I wasn't sure where I was supposed to put these single crochet stitches, and then my counting was off and I realized I was 7 off and I was supposed to be using it in one of these things. So yeah, that's it so far. That's a lot. That was a lot of work. That's like over an hour of work for just this little thing, but I'm gonna put it over here. We're gonna go do my nightly face routine so that I can get into bed with these babies who are so ready. She's, I don't know if you see this little, she is right here looking like a cutie. Oh, did I bother you? Did I bother you? Did you? I got 3 hours into my audiobook. It is so good. So I'm really loving that, which is good because I have to finish the 16-hour audiobook by Sunday. I have 2 things I use to take my makeup off. I have this takes off makeup, cleans everything else, and then I go in after that with some Vanna cream, and then I have my Laneige lip mask, and that's all I do. And I brush my teeth, so we're to get to it. Not the best lighting here, but hello, it is 9:15 and I am finally, Miss Lily's laying really cute in my spot, and Darcy's really cute too, but I'm finally in bed and I'm going to be reading my Kindle. I'm going to be reading my Victoria Wilder book. I do have one puzzle that I didn't get to this morning that I'm actually going to finish on my New York Times puzzle thing, but that's it. I'm just gonna be in bed until I fall asleep. I'll probably fall asleep before 10, which is usually how I roll. If I usually get into bed like 9:45, I'll stay up until like 10:15, but I'm getting into bed early and I had so much fun. I definitely had fun on my crocheting project. I honestly hope to get to so much more this weekend and finish the blanket this weekend, so maybe I'll do a weekend reading vlog. I don't know yet, but that's my day. It is not that exciting. Let me check and see if my Patreon has asked any more questions that I did not get to. I did end up uploading a video today and I haven't posted it to Patreon yet. I'll upload that tomorrow. Did not do a lot of YouTube content today, but I do have a reel ready to go tomorrow, and I filmed a podcast episode, so, and then I got to crochet for myself, which is so nice. So someone asked what trips do I have planned for 2025. I have a lot. I'm gonna see Tori. I go visit her in January for something fun, then I visit her for February for something fun, and then I'll probably fly to her for Magic City with the Bells because it's half the price to fly to Atlanta and there's barely any direct flights from Columbus to Orlando, which is very annoying. So those 3, I'm working the Magic City with the Bells signing, so that's January, February, March. May, I have a Polycon, which I have a ticket for. April, I thought I had something and now I'm blanking. April or May is a Polycon. And then I have, oh, I might be going to LA in January, to be determined for that one. And it's like, that would be the end of January. And then I'm probably gonna take a friend trip at some point. We haven't decided yet, but we wanna go to Maine. But we also wanna go to the Twilight Festival, which would be so fun. That's in October in Forks. Maybe we'll go to that. But then in August I have Romantically Yours Con in Orlando again. I have possibly London. I think I'm going to London, Rare London in July for work, and then I have the Canada signing in July for work, and then September or October I have the Montana signing for work, and I might be going to Tennessee LitCon with my friend as well to assist, but not for work. It's just like a friend thing. And then that's it so far, but I always add more trips. Oh, my sister and I are gonna go to New York possibly in April for just like a weekend to see shows because Nick Jonas is gonna be on Broadway. I would die to go now to see Kit Connor and Rachel Zegler. Like, that is just like dream team, but I heard it's really hard to get tickets and they're expensive, and I'd love to New York Christmas next year would be fun, but we're doing New York in April. And I don't know, I just like having fun trips to add. So I'll probably go to Disneyland at some point next year too, so yes. Oh, someone asked, how did you learn to crochet? Did someone teach you, or was it something you picked up on your own? I learned how to crochet and knit when I was really young from my mom. My grandmother crochets, and my mom crochets and knits, and my mom quilts. My mom's a quilter. I've always been into stuff, so I learned, sorry if you can hear Lily. I've always learned how to do crafty things. I learned how to sew really young, and I really got into knitting and crocheting in college, and I even like started a knitting club on campus, and I was more so into knitting. Crocheting is more of a recent thing that I've really learned to love. I used to be very awkward at crocheting, and you just have to practice and get used to it, but I fell out of it for a very long time, and I'm finally like getting the urge to do it again within the last like 6 months. So I guess more like year, but I learned very young and I just pick up crafts very easily, so a lot of the other stuff though self-taught. Like YouTube is your best friend. Ooh, someone said if you could build the perfect Kindle, what would it look like? What features and specs would it have? Super long battery life, warm light, waterproof, unlimited storage. And that's really all I need in my Kindle. Also syncing. My Kindles never sync to my iPad and I need it to. I know I'm on like 24%-ish and it hasn't synced yet, and this is my new one. I always have issues syncing them. I really wish they were perfect at syncing. I would love color, but I want it to be very clear. So like the clearness of the Paperwhite with the color soft would be amazing, but yeah. Those are all the questions, but that is the day in my life as an author assistant, full-time. Also pretty much full-time YouTuber, content creator, TikTok, Instagram, all the fun stuff, and crocheter. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions down below, if you want me to do this again at some point. I think this is going to be very long because I just like ramble a lot, but that's my day. It's pretty boring. I just sit and work for over 8 hours. Oh, I will tell you, so I did do about 30 minutes more of work on my phone before I started crocheting. So let's go ahead and check in on Toggle to see my, oh, they did give me like a toggle wrapped too, which was funny, and they're like, your most productive day is always Mondays, which is true. I always work the most on Mondays because I always want to make sure I get enough done, and then Fridays I usually end a little early, so tomorrow I have to end by 2:30 because I have a nail appointment, so it's a couple hours earlier than normal, and I've already worked enough to do that. So I worked 8 hours and 42 minutes today, which is longer than my normal 8 hours, because yesterday I did 8 hours and 17 minutes, and I already told you guys like all the spiel, but I have worked the longest on Monday, and they said Monday's my most productive, most working days, which is, yes, true. So, and they say I always do most of my work more in like the mornings. I was like, yes, I know. So very much a morning person. I very much am a routine person, and a very self-motivated person. So yeah, but I just like to sit and do my crochet projects at night and read with my dogs. So it is now 9:25. I'm going to do my little word game and then read for probably 30 minutes and fall asleep. So that is my routine. I have my puppies with me. They're so cute because my sister's at work. Normally though, if my sister's home, we will be watching something, and I'll usually like do stuff on my computer or my phone. So like content stuff, but that is it. If you made it this far, leave a ball of yarn for my knitting, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.